this week's rental is the BMW 530i. Is the mid-size four-door sedan for BMW. The very iconic 5 Series. Sitting on some 19-inch low profile tires. Very wide bodied, sleek look. Very sophisticated look. I think this year's model, they're trying to go with a little bit more sportier look. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Like, what's the 5 there for? Don't really need it. It is a sedan with a trunk, not a sportsback. Kind of narrow but deep trunk, could fit some carry-ons in there. And let's hop in the back. Let's see here. Ooh, the back is pretty roomy and spacious. 6-foot driver. I have some knee room. Very decent space. Doesn't feel cramped back here. Good headroom space. Like how, I don't know what that is, but there's a USB-C port right there, which is, I guess, is convenient. Over here you have some speaker grills, Harman Kardon speakers. You have 2 more USB-C port and some air vents and a small storage space. Just wondering what that is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what that is. Easily fit 3 people back here, or 2 with the armrest and cup holder down. Very comfortable, very spacious back here. Very good for a mid-size sedan. Let's hop in the front. Alright, so this is where the fun is at. Hopping on in here. Greeted at the very spacious, wide cockpit area in the driver's seat. You have a keyless ignition. Starts up. Automated steering wheel. Comes on in. And this is an all digital
turn left onto Martinez
dash.
After the firemen.
All digital dash, and it's a wide one single display, but individually there's a separate display. It's all under one glass, but the infotainment is one display about 12-inch wide, and the instrument panel is another 12-inch display as well. So very clean design, not much to go here. You have your soft keys, I guess I would call it. This controls like how wide the vents open to let in air or restrict it. This is where you could control those vents, which is kind of neat. It's a rubber little control stick. You have wireless charging pad right there for your phone. I like it how it could fit 2 phones side by side, and just one, the left hand side, does the wireless charging. 2 cup holders. You have your media control knob and your switch for your gear switch. You have a dedicated volume roller right here, and then your different modes for driving modes and rear parking and distance. So not a lot of quick buttons to get to. You have media, your telephone, and your navigation, and a home button. So pretty much everything is controlled in the infotainment system. I like the center console where it is really wide, so you could see that the armrest, you could easily fit 2 people. Nice, like, usable space here, clean usable space if you were to be parked and needed to be on the meeting. Pull out your laptop, it's good. Splits open into a small, very small storage area, and you have there's no lever for the glove. It's actually push button, and a kind of smallish area for that. So overall, interior is very nice and clean. Up here you have lights, but it's a push button light, not dome lights. You have a regular moonroof. It's not one of those extended panoramic moonroof. It's just your standard one. Steering wheel is real nice, real plush. You have your wide area right here on the corners of the steering wheel, and this, instead of being all circular, it's kind of flat, so it's great for long distances. You just grab it here while you're driving. Paddle shifters, steering column, you have your blinker controls, and then your wiper controls as well. Over on the side is a little bit of your lights, exterior lights, headlights controls, memory seat buttons, and power windows and locks, and your trunk release down here. So overall, down here is just automatic steering wheel adjustment, which is pretty nice too. Overall, nice plush feel. Wouldn't expect any less from this 5 Series BMW. So let's take it on the road and see how it drives. All right, let's take off. I'm on. So on these 500-mile plus road trips that I have, it's pretty standard for me to lately.
Feet.
It's pretty standard to pick these luxury vehicles. It's just a lot easier driving in these more comfortable, luxurious cars. For 3+ hours, it does make a difference. So, and the 5 Series BMW sedan is one of those that is really prioritizes comfort for these long trips, and it's really a joy to be able to drive these German beauties on the road, on the open highway. So this 5 Series is powered by an inline-4 turbocharged, pushing out 255 horsepower and roughly the same amount of torque, which is kind of on the lower end side, especially given how expensive and this vehicle is and how big and possibly how heavy it is. You would think it would be more power, but I believe it is it also has an electric motor, which kind of helps with the power department. And on the road, it doesn't really feel like I am lacking in power in any ways. You do have to kind of switch it into sport mode if you want a little bit more aggressive driving. But other than that, it would be the regular mode would be just as nice. Sport mode right there. And then when you do switch it into the different modes, like sport modes, the seat kind of like the seat backing, the back of the seat kind of contours to your back and making it a more snug fit, which is kind of nice as well too. So the braking on it is super responsive. I mean, it grips like crazy on here. Suspension is really a good balance between not too firm and not too soft. It's a really nice, comfortable feel on the road. It's enough to absorb all the bumps without being too harsh on the body. Steering is very sporty. It is a nice, very nice steering feature. Not very BMW-like is the best way that I can explain it. It is a rear-wheel drive vehicle, so it's not an X-Drive, so it's not BMW's for all-wheel drive system. But being rear-wheel drive, it does give it a little bit more of an aggressive sports handling nature to it. Being that it's an inline-4 vehicle turbocharged, it does quite well on the highway and in the gas department. It does take premium gas, but it does state that minimum it would be that 87 octane. So pretty nice vehicle, fantastic highway cruiser. If you do have a chance to be able to drive this, just for the fact that it is a slightly bigger vehicle, and it's really nice to be on the open highway with it. It is a long distance cruising sedan. On top of that, I've noticed that the cabin noise is very quiet, so you can have the radio off and be just in that driving experience without the excess road noise. I would give this an A for a rental. My first experience driving the 5 Series, so renting it. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this vehicle, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.